Good morning.
Good morning.
It's been I know the international break, little time off. You've had maybe fewer numbers in your group just due to the guys out on international duty, but I guess how has the week gone, and has it been a productive week even with fewer numbers?
Pretty similar to most of our international windows and absences. A few more, this go around, but it's been a good stretch. Working on, some of the things that I thought we did well on the back end of the Red Bull game and the improvements we made from the week prior, and then, on the attacking side, some of the I think transition moments that we can be a little bit more patient with and how we were moving to goal. But the week's been good. It's nice to welcome back all those international absences. So I think Sammy's the only one who's still yet to arrive. He had a little travel complication. So we'll get our group back together tomorrow, full and ready to go.
I wanted to ask about one of those guys on international duty before we got too far into the Montreal game. Miles Robinson gets 2 starts with the U.S. men's national team this window. He has been a guy who's been very dutiful in his commitment to men's national team and getting called up, but maybe not playing or playing as often as some might deserve. But he gets those 2 opportunities. Was it satisfying to see him get those opportunities to maybe prove what you guys see on a daily basis with that group?
Yeah, you always want to see your guys. I see your guys, FCC guys, get a chance when they go away. So I know they think highly of Miles, and he's a great team player and fits any culture because he just wants to help the team. And so whether he's starting, whether he's coming on in reserve, whether he's not playing, he's going to be there to support his teammates and obviously a talented player as well. So it was nice to see him get those starts, and certainly he's in the mix. And at this stage, that's a positive.
On Montreal, playing a team that is also outside of the playoffs, much like you saw with Red Bull.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see any similarities to maybe the challenges they present in? I know you said with Red Bull you might not know the personnel, but you know the DNA of what that team is. Is that a similar situation, or are these 2 different stories with what you might expect?
You see the challenges when Red Bull was, eliminated from the playoffs, how difficult the games still are. They went about it the right way and caused us a lot of problems. So we expect the same with Montreal, and structurally some similarities, how they defend against the ball, some differences. So we've focused on that a lot, and, some new faces that we didn't see the last go-around. So trying to get our guys up to speed with that.
Great. Noticed a bigger group the last couple of days, it seems, with the second team guys, the academy guys,
Yeah.
Working out there at the same time. What's it like to just put those guys in the environment at a time like this?
Oh, it's great. Obviously, with the absences, a chance to combine groups, bigger numbers than usual, I would say, just to help us get to 11s on certain days. But some days are good to be able to analyze some of those guys. Some days it's a little difficult based on what you're trying to focus on, which might be, potential starting group, and some of those guys maybe not being the focus of what you're trying to achieve. So, but they came in with the right attitude, and that's why I love international windows. It's an opportunity to bring FCC2 and academy guys into the mix and work with them. And they're always hungry, excited to be a part of it and show well. So, and it's new energy, new faces. So I think our first team guys do a good job of welcoming them into our space, into our trainings. But it's kind of been the norm for a while now. So I thought they came in and did a really good job to help us with what we were trying to accomplish.
Thanks. And then just while we're there, maybe a quick word on just the next pro season for Tyrone and how their group made the playoffs. Did you get to watch much of that?
I did. Their stretch run was excellent. Some games we saw live at NKU. Some you have the ability to now follow on with Apple. But if you were to say, a month and a half ago, are we going to be in the playoffs? It was slim chances. And so they continued to work the right way, and I think the players had the right approach, certainly for our guys going to get minutes and help with their fitness and sharpness. They had the right approach, contributed some goals there for them, but really pleased for them that they get to experience more games and playoff games. Going to Philly will be a good challenge, but I just think that speaks to the professionalism of, what are our goals? Certainly development, winning's a part of that, but they stayed the course and did a really good job to close out the season to have this opportunity.
Excuse me. With Decision Day, pretty much, you and Miami fighting for that number 2 seed.
Yep.
Are you going to be score watching at all? Like if you find out Miami's doing a certain, does that impact subs or anything late in the game?
There's no reason to score watch. If we go and control our what we control, if we win a game, we know we hold on to the 2 spots. So there's no reason to be paying attention to anything else.
And then just as far as the internationals, did everyone come back healthy from what
So far.
Okay.
So far.
I don't know. Should I follow up on that? No, I guess while we're on health, I guess, Obi, you had that extra 2 weeks with him. Is this his opportunity? How do you see him kind of fitting in as you're trying to get ready for the playoffs?
It could be an opportunity. He's available. We were pretty close with the Red Bull game, decided that it would benefit him more having not been in contention to start to really push himself a couple of the days. And so that made more sense to us and to Obi as well. So he's in a good place and has had certainly his best stretch of training and training intensity and just our normal rhythm to get into bigger spaces and work consistently throughout the week. So he looks like himself again, and that's something that's I think brought a lot of smiles to the group.
Are you concerned about your wing back spot at all right now? Is there any update on? Because I know Luca being out, Lucas.
Yeah.
What's
There's
going on with
concern
him?
because we have too many injuries right now, and there's day to day. Hopefully, he's involved with the group tomorrow. Luca will not be available. Lucas day to day. So it's going to be close with a couple of them, and it's not the time to be thin in any position. So hopefully we have a couple guys that are going to be involved on Saturday, but to be determined.
Was that just a knock in training last week? Or?
In the game and irritation, after the game, he tried to push through it. It's not muscular, so some of the irritation is more nerve related. So he's made progress. It's just a matter of how much progress can he make leading up to this game. And if we think it's a risk, then we'll wait till the following week to push him.
I guess, can I ask about
Sure.
Matt too? Just you had said it'd be 3 or 4 weeks, but is that
Same.
same?
Yeah, probably still 3 weeks, give or take a few days there.
I wanted to go back to the conversation we were having about the FCC2 and Academy guys, and you mentioned it's good to get these guys into the group. And I guess it's just a follow-up question, but are you seeing a direct correlation to the guys who are spending more time with the first team group and translating that to the second team performances and raising their level throughout this? I guess I'm asking to reflect back on the beginning of the season to today. Are you seeing guys like, I guess Andre's a good example, Adam Mar's in that group a lot, I think Will Kiesel we saw this week, who have not just international picks, but routinely been a member of your group when it's needed. Are you seeing them able to help more this time of year compared to earlier?
Our guys going down or their guys coming up?
Their guys coming up.
We've had Adam Marr more recently. There was a stretch where he was away, so it's been nice to see him within our group. You mentioned Andre. I think he's a top prospect. We've kind of seen that, and he's been with us probably the most. So it's good to continue to work with them and try to push them. Again, they're seeing things at a higher level with speed of play, speed of thought, physicality, all of it. And so they get tested in a different way. And that's no disrespect to, the day-to-day. It's just reality. And so it's great. Like I said, the youthfulness, the energy that they bring, the desire to get better and want to learn, that's what you love as a coach, is guys who are hungry to get better. And those are two names certainly that have stepped in, but their whole group. We have good dialogue every week, every day, to see how we're going to move players and who can help us when we're limited with numbers. They always come up and have the right attitude and want to help, but also want to stand out. So it's we've had a good rhythm, and I think all year long been pleased with their additions when they're with our first team group.
With Kevin out, I assume there maybe could be more opportunity for a guy like Jabari. What have you seen from him just since he's joined your group? What do you like? What does he
Ayub
do well?
is just a physical presence. He's very dominant with not just how he's able to play with his back to goal, but how he runs to goal. He's very powerful, a willing runner. I think you see a good, balance with what he's working with when he's on the field with Evander, with Brenner, with Kevin. It's different types of players that have different strengths, and one of Ayub's strengths is stretching the game, and that opens up space in different ways for himself, for certainly for Evander, and I think he's pretty selfless in how he goes about it. So defensive side of the ball, good awareness for how we want to step to the ball, what his responsibilities are. I think he takes that information pretty well. There's been a game or two where he's been in there in a reserve role, and you can see some of the ideas are new, and some of the things that we asked of him could have been better, and he realizes it right away, and I think has improved a great deal since he arrived.
And not to we've talked about the goalkeeper situation a lot, but now I assume Roman's probably more available than maybe he was 3 weeks ago. But Evan, what you've seen from him, do you view that, do you feel like you have a clear number one at this point, or in either of those, or is it how much of it is it actually a competition between those two?
Roman's available. His timeline leading up to the Red Bull game was similar to Obi, so didn't feel the need to risk anything. And he's had a really good stretch since the Red Bull game. And then with Evan, he's been outstanding and pushed for more opportunities the right way, taken his opportunity the right way, and like I've said all along, our goalkeeping situation is very strong, and that's what you saw with his performances when it was his time, and it makes our decisions as to who we put out there more challenging, but for the right reasons. So we go into this game very strong in that position, and we'll make a decision here, or have made a decision, and hopefully get a similar performance with whoever's out there.